Why, Nepeta? What's your timeline? Yes. Oh, yes. So great. Meow, yes, I see the sky and I can tell that indeed something is going on. But aside from that, I don't really understand what you said, being a cat and all. Purr, purr. I still think it's nice how you slip cat things into the things you said. You're so clever and wonderful, Nepeta. What's a scratch? Of course. Yes, of course. Yes. I think I understand that completely. I'm not worried, Nepeta, and you shouldn't either. It's not as if I've never died before. Pounce was a cat like me? Ooh, I bet you're right. Purr, purr. Was she nice to sniff? Wow. Rose! I loved Rose. There was a time I remember I was thinking about girl cats a lot for some reason. I would saunter around the house making all these big meows and looking out the window with my nose touching the glass. But then Rose's mom took me to this place where I was scared to be for a while, and then when I was at home again, I didn't do the meows anymore. I guess I didn't think about the girl cats after that, which is just as well because none ever came through the windows really, not even when I did my biggest meows. You're really nice to say so, Nepeta. What about you, though? Yes. Why don't you tell him? Maybe you can win his affection by rubbing your cheek against him. That's what I would do. What's a quadrant? Like paws? I see, that's really easy to get. I think you should tell him that you like him. You might not get the chance if you don't. For instance, I think instead of meowing at windows, I should have just scurried out the door before it could close. And I might have found a girl cat to sniff. Oh well. You shouldn't lose hope. I have another story that might give you hope, even though it should be noted again that I am only a cat. Yes, one time I was with Rose and I was sitting there dressed up in my suit with her as happy as can be, but then she disappeared, and the whole place disappeared and I was in another place. There was no Rose, there was somebody else. I guess I loved her too in time, but never as much as Rose. It just wasn't the same. I kept waiting to see Rose again, but I never did, and finally I lost hope that it would, and then I died. But then I became alive again. I got to see her, and I was so happy. Purr, 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 purr. That's my story, and that's why I think there's always hope, even if you die. Yes, maybe.